We'll see.
You know what
All
else is
right.
scary? This thing coming up. What do you got?
The highest total of the day.
Very
of the week.
scary. It's very scary.
We had a last second audible. Good job, newbie. Love the sound effects on that one.
Excellent work.
We were originally going to talk Texas, San Antonio, and Memphis. When the lines came out, it's moved. That thing is flying to the under right now, Dave. People are bringing that total down. So we made a switch. I got a new one in there for you. You ready?
Yes.
We're going Boise State and Utah State, 70, right? You can tell me what the number is live, but 70. Here's what I've got for you. Utah State's been a nice little surprise this season, right? They've been a nice little surprise there. So far, they're 5th nationally in plays per game. Boise, 90th in plays per game, although they want to go fast. You saw Boise against UCF want to go fast if they can.
Yeah.
Boise State's defense is 101st out of 130 in opponent plays run, meaning their opponent runs a lot. So Boise gives up a lot of plays run. Utah State runs a lot against a Boise's team that wants to go fast. I mean, this thing's screaming. It's screaming over, isn't it? Do we take the 70 and sail this thing over?
So the current number, it's actually pretty crazy because there's like 69.5, there's 70, there's 69, and then there's a rogue 70.5, 71 offshore. So we got all over the place here. My first thought is over. Like, it feels like there may be 100 points scored in this game. Styles make fights, right? That's a boxing analogy. Well, if Boise State gives up a lot of plays and Utah State runs a lot of plays, expect that to play out as long as weather's not a factor, and turnovers could be a factor where we get short fields and go back and forth. I don't know. I mean, again, we've done this thing now. What is it? Under, I think, or whatever. We've been under twice, I think, right?
Yeah, and last week went over, right? Tulane, Ole Miss with Matt Corral. He went nuts for Ole Miss. He went over.
That one.
By the way, you want to talk about early Heisman candidate, Matt Corral. Ooh, hello.
Early, this thing is plummeted. People have been betting the crap out of this. I mean, it's almost, it feels like it's even money now. Like, this guy's, all he has to do is stay healthy, and he's going to win the Heisman.
Now, too early. You don't want to be the September Heisman winner. September Heisman winner does not win it. So Matt might be peaking a little early, but they're fun to watch. I mean, Ole Miss is fun to watch. All right, back to this. So you just hit it. I mean, Utah State's going to run a lot of plays. Boise's going to let them run a lot of plays based on what they've done already this season. Now, let me give you another one. Told you, Boise wants to go fast. You saw them do that against UCF. Utah State is 27th nationally in yards per play offensively. So they're having some success. But 123 out of 130. 123 in defensive yards per play. So I mean, you got to go over here, don't you?
Over.
I mean, that's a big number. You only need a couple stops. That's a big number. You got to go over.
Yeah, you need you use that expression on the game within the game, which we recorded on Monday, which is also available. And the boys are hopefully going to cut that up as well. I think, oh man, it's got to be over. It's got to be over. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a reason to say lean under.
Okay, here I'll give you one. Although again, have not played this personally, but I'm going to look at this just for our purposes here to have a little action on that one. But here's why. I have had to look at this 4 times. I need you to confirm with me. Is this game at noon? Is this a noon West Coast game? Do we have a body clock game here? Will this throw the offenses off? Is this a noon West Coast game? Am I missing this?
This is a 9 a.m. West Coast game.
Yeah, a noon Eastern game. That's
9 a.m. That's why I couldn't find it. I went through the schedule twice because I figured it was on the back end. Then I'm like, wait a second, that is a 9 a.m. start. That could screw everything up.
But does it screw the offenses up? Does it screw the defenses up? Which side is sleeping? They're having their pregame meal at 3 a.m. What are we doing here?
I don't know.
So there, if you want a reason for under, that's a weird start time. It's too early. There's just a couple stops or a turnover here or there in the midfield that slows it down, or you turnover in the red zone. But I still like the over. But that was the weird start time. There's a little bit of a wrench into it.
That is a weird start time.